Here I go, baby. My bad, I'll be out there chasing money, y'all. It costs a lot to put this music in front of y'all. Independent lifestyle, yeah, I do it all. Come on, y'all, let's get straight to it. Yo, these bars will beat you up, but you tough, you will live through it. I ain't trying to lose blood fluids. Yeah, I see you playing gangsta, hot damn, that's dangerous. So I'ma jump out of bounds and get my money up. You see this music industry, it ain't for all of us. Crushing who dreams, Tepi, verify. I've been banking on celebrity beats, dog, since 95. We got plaques on the wall, black kids up on the wall. Yeah, they really exist like black paintballs. Your positives and negatives. Everybody got a song about their mama.
Yeah. Yeah,
be like that. Switch this up.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Huh? Oh, shit. Oh. Hey. Hold on. Okay. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, we got some stuff to get into today. How y'all doing? So, okay, my fault. I just got my new track in, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can put it out right now. We talking to Junior, you know what I'm saying? You know, and hopefully, you know, we can get everything on the popping. You know, that's gonna be a dope little song right there. Yeah, but today is June the 13th, 2024, right? Okay. Play it. Okay, wait. God damn it, they don't want to hear that shit. All right, check it out. I have to give them a little bit of it. This is going to be my new song, y'all. Check it out. Pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, but ain't going to be like that. Switch this up. Yeah. Tepi in the building. Let me tell you what my mama used to say. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's enough. But anyway, don't worry about that. That's coming. Hopefully, that's coming out soon. It's coming out soon. Anyway, like always, the new song, the new release is called Independent Lifestyle. Not this one. You know what I'm saying? This one gonna be called Take Your Time. You know what I'm saying? Featuring me, Tepi. But I'm trying to give it her, but so we get into this video. So check this out, man. I don't know what's going on out here. Oh, but wait. The new song release is called Independent Lifestyle. The link to it's going to be below. You know what I'm saying? It's on all platforms. The video about to be shot in a couple days or so. So it's going to be a video to it and all kind of good stuff like that. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying, to keep yourself updated. You know what I'm saying? So when we put out the content that y'all can get it. But anyway, so let's get into this. Y'all know how I get. Earth Talk Studios is here now. So whatever it is, it's real. How real is it? I don't know, but it is real. So according to the title, like I said, the title gonna tell you what it is. If you clicked on it, then you must want to know something about it. Sometimes I get on here joking and laughing and stuff like this, but right now, ain't no time for all that. Because the situation, I believe, could potentially lead to a problem. I don't know that. I'm not saying that it is. And I'm not trying to scare the American people. But at the same time, America, we gotta wake up. Because like I said, there's so much stuff going on and you involved in so much stuff that you can't really see what's going on. So content creators, what we do is put it out there to keep the people informed. You know, that's all it is. Like if you stepped in the street and a bus about to come, somebody grab you, and you be like, "Oh, thank you, man, thank you," or "Thank you, madam," or whatever. You see what I'm saying? For saving my life. You know, that's what content creators do. I mean, some of them do. Some of them out there just for the money. Some of us is really trying to just give people the information. And that's what we're here to do today. So here it is. The reason why I say this is because today is June the 13th, 2024. And like I said, 2024 is not playing with people. So, did y'all know that Russia had warships maybe about 60 to 100 miles away from the coast of Florida? Russia has nuclear submarines and warships in the coast of Florida. Now they say they just doing some exercises. But why you doing it way over here? Because Cuba and America, I didn't know this. You learn something every day. They don't get along. I didn't know America didn't get along with Cuba because I like the Cuba. Let me stop. Oh. See, I said I wasn't gonna do it, but anyway, so I guess they don't get along. So Russia and Cuba, they tight. They buddy. You see what I'm saying? So they over there doing exercises. Now they say we gonna get into it. We finna get into it, so y'all can see. So it shocked me. I was like, what? Really? Why way over here? Why come over here? And the war with Ukraine and Russia, and they say American people is giving, not American people, the Biden administration, I don't know who else is giving it to them, giving them money and giving them reparee, giving them all kind of stuff to fight Russia. And Russia like, don't get in it, but now America's in it. And Biden them said, we got your back, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got your back, Ukraine. Don't worry about the big bad Russians. You know what I'm saying? And so Russia, he's like, okay. See what happens? Now people don't know, but we're supposed to be keeping a close eye on them. Now don't get it twisted now. I mean, when you attack America, you better know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, Mike Tyson lost the fight too, y'all. Look, it don't matter how big and bad you are, you can't lose. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I say pay attention. Just keep your eyes open, be focused. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be focused. You can't just overlook it. Don't overlook it, because you never know what might happen. You might wake up one day, it's in the summertime. They said they're supposed to be here for like 5 to 6 days. Now, we in the summertime, you out here strolling on your nice, beautiful, sunny day and shit. And mess around and that's a bird up there. No, man. It's coming towards you probably. So you gotta be careful. In America, you keep your eye on these people, man. That's all I'm saying. Keep your eye on these people. Let's get into it. We got a couple clips that I want to show to y'all. I haven't seen them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometime if I seen them, I tell y'all. I know I would. But I ain't seen them, so we gonna go through it together. This is all fresh. So this is like freestyle. as artists would say, freestyling. So here we go. Let's go.
It is a scene reminiscent out of the Cold War, and the message, well, it couldn't be any clearer.
Yeah, 3 Russian warships and a nuclear-powered submarine arrived in Cuba a few hours ago. They're taking part in planned military exercises in the Caribbean, but the real goal is essentially a projection of strength by Russia on the world stage. It's being very closely watched by the US, and it comes amid rising tensions between Washington and Moscow over, of course, the war in Ukraine.
Yeah,
so I guess that America and Russia, they don't have beef, not yet or whatever. So they allowed to go. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying. But we just gotta watch them. You can't control the planet, if that make any sense. But at the same time, watch your step. You know what I'm saying? Watch your step. And it's crazy. Whatever, let's keep going.
Joins us now live from Havana. Patrick, this could be a conversation reminiscent of something we would have been discussing decades ago, and yet here we are. The U.S., we know, has been monitoring these ships very closely. Talk about the significance of it. The U.S. intelligence doesn't believe that these ships are armed with nuclear weapons. Nonetheless, just 90 miles off of the coast of Florida.
Just 90 miles off the coast of Florida and only about 50 yards from where I'm standing. Right behind me there are the 4 Russian naval ships that came into the port of Havana this morning. The ship directly behind me is a rescue ship, an icebreaker, which does not have much use in the Caribbean. And then behind that is a nuclear-powered sub, the Kazan, something Cubans say they've never seen.
A nuclear-powered sub? Why are you testing nuclear-powered subs? And do they got weapons on there? I mean, what's going on? Look, I'm just saying. Why you gotta have a nuke so close to America? See, yeah, man. I'm just saying. It's very interesting. That's all. I'm just trying to be, hey, pay attention. Y'all. If you watching this video, pay attention. That's all I'm trying to say. Because you never know what might happen. You never know what could happen. I'm not saying that anything is going to happen. Do not panic. Do not whatever. Don't listen to me. I'm just here showing you what the news is talking about. So, just all I'm saying, shit. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, here we go with the craziness.
In this country, a nuclear-powered submarine coming in for all to witness in the port of Havana. Really something quite unusual. And then behind is the Gorshkov, which is one of the most modern military ships capable of firing cruise missiles that Vladimir Putin possesses. Really highest level technology that the Russian Navy can boast. So those are for all to see. They are docked in an area a few years ago you would have seen American cruise ships, but because of U.S. sanctions, they're no longer allowed to come here. And right before we came on air, I could hear the sailors singing the Russian national anthem. So it certainly felt like a moment from the past. It wasn't that long ago, of course, that the Soviet Union was supplying Cuba with everything they needed here, and the economy was doing much, much better as a result. We have seen some of that come back over the last few years with the war in Ukraine, where Vladimir Putin, in exchange for Cuban support in that war, has sent more oil here, more food. There are a lot more Russian tourists here these days, and that is helping Cuba as the economy is really in some of the worst stage that it has been in decades. Literally, Russian oil, in many instances, is keeping the lights on when they are on here. Because for much of the time, there are nationwide blackouts taking place. So Cuba has increasingly voiced its support for Vladimir Putin's invasion in Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin has returned the favor. Certainly striking to see the ships here behind me, armed with nuclear weapons or not, so close to the United States.
Yeah, and just obviously, yes, very alarming. But just in terms of what Cuba has said about this, Patrick, Cuba's essentially saying, look, this is standard practice. We do this frequently with countries that are sort of friendly to Cuba in terms of their own naval units. And as you pointed out, Cuba also saying that, look, there are no nuclear weapons on board the ship. There's absolutely no threat whatsoever. But still, talk us through how
Okay,
close...
see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't... Hey, all right, okay.
The U.S. Navy is watching this.
Well, the U.S. Navy essentially escorted them into Cuban waters as the ships, while they were in international waters, were essentially skirting the coast of Florida. So certainly they're watching them now. They will be keeping an eye on them if they depart from here and go to another U.S. adversary, the country of Venezuela. The U.S. has naval maneuvers around the globe as well. They certainly have a much more active Navy right now than Russia's. So this is something these countries do.
That is true. That is true what he just said. America is we everywhere. I mean, it's just weird. I guess because, like I said, this year is just weird. This whole year has been a weird year. And, right now, there's high tensions. It's high, it's some, as we would say, as normal people, there's something in the air. You know what I'm saying? There's something in the air. When something in the air, you watch out. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
They keep a distance from another as they shadow one another's ships, and there's a certain amount of professionalism there. And yes, it's true that many other countries send their Navy ships here.
I ain't gonna stop. Watch, we got more videos. It ain't gonna be a long video. These other ones are like a couple real quick hitters. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? You'll see, but it gets weirder. Watch. It make you think.
Such as this one, they allow the Cuban public sometimes to board their ships, as we expect to take place later on in the week here with the ships behind me. But of course, the relationship that Cuba had with Russia for so many years during the Cold War is very, very different from those relationships. No other nation in the world has based nuclear warheads here. No other nation in the world was so supportive of Cuba. Cuba was essentially a client state of the USSR for many, many years. And you hear Russian officials saying that they want to invest more in Cuba, that they want to help the Cuban economy grow. But they also sometimes lament that Cuba remains a communist-run state and Russia is not anymore. So even the Russians, despite the years of that close relationship, have trouble making anything happen in Cuba these days, which really says a lot about Cuba's economy and the entrenched bureaucracy here. But Cuban officials saying that simply U.S. sanctions have pushed them back into the arms of their old ally. But of course, the economy in Russia certainly is very different these days. Russia no longer able to finance Cuba as it once did.
Yeah, Russia no longer a member of the G8 after its annexation of Crimea. It's notable that the President Biden, is meeting with his G7 now counterparts today.
And I ain't trying to say nothing, no disrespect to this lady or whatever. I know you got to keep it up for the news and all that stuff, because you're reaching out to the public and everything and stuff like that. But why are you laughing? What you laughing for? You took that as a joke or something. I ain't trying to, you know what? Don't worry about it.
Patrick Ottman stating the obvious, no need for an icebreaker in the Caribbean, and yet there is one right behind you. Thank you so much.
Well, there they go right there. That's one of them. I think it's like 4. I'm not sure. I think it's like 4 of them out there. But one of them is a nuclear sub. That look, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it look cold over there. it look cold. It must have been in the morning time. Nah, I'm just saying, man, but where I'm at is hot. We about to go through these triple-digit degrees, man. Y'all be careful out there and drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Be safe, y'all. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go a little bit forward. See what's going on. Let's see what they keep talking about. Right talking about. Yeah, there you go. Something right there. Okay. Right. That's the nuclear thing. Oh, they was firing. They firing. I think I got some footage of them firing the missiles too. If y'all come to check on your homeboys, just come and check on your homeboys. Why y'all over there? Why you gotta go over your homeboy's house and shoot the gun? Yippee-ki-yay, man. Let's do it. Anyway, all right. Let's see what else they got on here. All right, so let's go to the next one, y'all. Real quick hitters. Here we go.
A 21-cannon salute greeted a fleet of Russian military ships off the coast of Havana on Wednesday. The ships, adorned with Russian and Cuban flags, were followed by a nuclear-powered submarine, all set to take part in military exercises in the coming weeks. The arrival accompanied by a diplomatic visit of Cuba's foreign minister to Moscow, where he and his Russian counterpart both lashed out at Washington.
Cuba reiterates its condemnation of the increasingly aggressive stance of the United States government and NATO, including unilateral sanctions against the Russian Federation.
Russia confirms its position to resolutely support Havana's just demands for an immediate end to Washington's economic, trade and financial blockade of Cuba.
Russia and Cuba are longtime allies, and Russian warships have stopped in Havana before. But the fleet's arrival comes less than 2 weeks after U.S. President Joe Biden authorized Ukraine to use U.S. weapons to strike inside Russia, prompting Vladimir Putin to suggest that Russia could respond elsewhere in the world. With Cuba just 145 kilometers from the U.S. state of Florida, its strategic position has raised U.S. concerns before, sparking memories of the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, when fears spread that Russia would carry out a nuclear attack on U.S. soil. Although the Russian fleet includes a nuclear-powered submarine, a senior U.S. official said intelligence indicates no nuclear weapons are on board any of the ships, and that the Russian deployment posed no direct threat to the United States.
Shit, I don't know. Take a picture. Make a video footage. No, look, don't try to worry about me, man. I'll be in another world, man. I'm just shit. Let me go back a little bit. I'm interrupting. I'm sorry, y'all.
Marine, a senior U.S. official said intelligence indicates no nuclear weapons are on board any of the ships, and that the Russian deployment posed no direct threat to the United States. The flotilla is expected to stay in the Caribbean through the summer and also visit Venezuela, another Russian ally.
No threats. And they talking about Washington and stuff like this. Look, I'm just saying, I don't know. Joe Biden giving them people that money. Why come America always in other people's business? I'm just saying, But the problem, one of the problem is, we're going to get back to it, but one of the problem is that, I don't know none of these people. I don't know none of them. So if Putin get mad at Joe Biden or Joe Biden get mad at Putin or Trump or any of these, I don't know these people. Why come I gotta die because you got beef? That ain't my beef. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's move forward. We got 2 more to go. 2 short ones. Quick hitters.
It is a scene reminiscent out of the Cold War. And the
let's go this one. Saw that one. Here we go. See, and this should be, and the reason why I did this is because this should be on our news. Everybody should know about this. I know it's not a big threat. I'm just saying. But at the same time, the news, our main news people should be pumping this in our face. See, this is why we got content creators that does it. See, this is how we get most of our information from the internet, because the mainstream media, sometimes they don't want to put it out. Y'all need to put it out. And I'm pretty sure nobody's going to hate you for saying, hey, y'all, check this out. We probably love you. So much evil in the damn world, man. Shit crazy. Let's keep going.
Now let's take a look at the U.S.
This is from Africa. Even in Africa or something. Come on. Africa people talking about this stuff. Come on, y'all. And this should be all over the news.
Has a new problem on its hands. Russia has now officially called the United States.
And while Russia is over there in Cuba doing tests with the missiles and things like this. Oh, yeah, they testing missiles already. You'll see it. While they doing all that, Guess where Joe Biden is? Joe Biden is in Ukraine, giving away some more money.
I mean,
No, really, he is in
nation.
Ukraine.
This came from the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov.
Check it.
Let me read out the translation of what he said.
June the 13th, 2024. He's in Ukraine.
And we are an enemy country for them, much like they are for us. Again, that was the Kremlin spokesperson, and this is the first time he's said enemy, because it's not something to be said lightly. Now, you know that Washington and Moscow have never seen eye to eye. They've been on opposite sides in a number of conflicts, most recently in Ukraine. But through 2 years of the Ukraine war, Moscow went out of its way to avoid calling the US an enemy state. Just look at Peskov again. Barely 3 months ago, he said that the US was not the enemy, that Russia did not have any anti-American sentiments. But that has changed now. Why? Perhaps because of last week's escalation. Last week, the United States gave Ukraine a green light to strike Russian territory using American weapons. Ukraine has already begun doing so. They're using American weapons to strike inside Russia, and Russia is furious. Putin says Ukraine is striking Russian territory with the help of Western specialists.
The missile strikes against Russia are done by the Western specialists. We have no illusions about that. What must we do in response? First of all, we will improve our air defense systems to destroy the missiles. Secondly, we think that if someone thinks it is possible to supply such weapons to a combat zone to strike at our territory and create problems for us, why do we not have the right to supply our weapons of the same class to those regions of the world where there will be strikes on the sensitive facilities of those countries that are doing this against Russia?
He said it out of his mouth. This is why I said, wake up. Wake up. I'm not saying it's going to be World War III. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, pay attention. This is weird. It's weird. It's weird. I'm just saying. Let's go back. Told you it get weird.
Destroy the missiles. Secondly, we think that if someone thinks it is possible to supply such weapons to a combat zone to strike at our territory and create problems for us, why do we not have the right to supply our weapons of the same class to those regions of the world where there will be strikes on the sensitive facilities of those countries that are doing this against Russia?
See, instead of African people, let me put this down. Instead of African people or other people around the world telling us, wow, they play this. The mainstream media need to play this. American people need to hear that. So we can be like, oh, what? Wait, whoa. We might need to just we keeping an eye on them, of course. But I'm just saying, we live here. This is why I'm making this video. We live over here. Look, man. Look, let me talk to y'all. Look, let me talk to y'all. We live here. Okay? That's the point. We live here. Damn it. Let's go. Shit, you know what? Don't worry about it.
All of this posturing is reminiscent of a different era.
Told you they should know, man.
When Russia and the US were constantly on the brink of war.
Boy.
And the rest of us were hoping to not be caught in the nuclear fallout. The world does not need to go back to the Cold War era. Russia and the West need to de-escalate and let the cooler heads prevail.
First Post reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change, to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on First Post.
See? They give you, that sounded like the good stuff to me. So, I'm just saying, that sounded like the good stuff. All right, well, one more to go. That sounds like the stuff that we need to hear. I'm just saying. Shit. Come on, let's go to the next one.
Russian Navy ships arrived in Havana this morning. A stopover the U.S. and Cuba said poses no threat. But it is still raising some concern over the timing as tensions rise over the Ukraine war. David Martin has the latest from the Pentagon.
A small flotilla of Russian Navy ships pulled into Havana harbor this morning as part of what U.S. officials say is Vladimir Putin's response to American support for Ukraine.
Okay,
Russian
David.
Ships included a nuclear-powered submarine, a frigate armed with guided missiles, and 2 support vessels, and they were greeted in Cuba by a 21-gun salute. Although the submarine is nuclear-powered, U.S. officials say there is no indication it is nuclear-armed. Both the sub and the frigate are believed.
Shout out to David. I don't know if he's a Democrat or Republican or whatever. Say something. Who sent these people? Who sent them? Who boy is this? who mans is this, man? You know what I'm saying? Who mans is this? Shit.
Conventionally guided missiles. All of the Russian ships were tracked by the U.S. Navy as they made their way across the Atlantic toward the Caribbean. The Russian ships are expected to remain in
Somebody better watch them.
5 days and then get underway again, perhaps for Venezuela. The U.S. officials say that when the Russian ships set back out to sea, the Navy will be waiting to resume shadowing them. David Martin, CBS News, The Pentagon.
It is a scene reminiscent out of the Cold War, and the message.
All right, well, so there you have it. So that's what I do. This is what we do, Earth Talk Studios. I'm not going to hold your time no more. I just want to get in and get out. That's how we do it. I ain't come to play with you. I ain't whatever, man. You know. So now you know what we know, what they know, and if you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like always, man, look, man, be careful. Joe Biden, I don't know what to say, man. Trump, I don't know what to say, man. Look here, I know one thing, this is America, and if they come over here, they're going to have to blow something up. They're going to have to blow it up. Because stepping foot in here, putting your feet on the ground, concrete, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be, you have to nuke us. You literally have to nuke us. And I think we better. I think we got the capability of you know, knocking that down. You see what I'm saying? So, it's weird, man. Y'all wake up. Don't be so busy that y'all don't pay attention. Watch. Gotta watch them. Watch them, man. I'm gone, y'all. Anyway. Hope y'all like my new song that's coming out. It's pretty dope. I like it. Oh, man.
But it ain't gonna be like that. Switch this up.
I'm going, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Let me tell you what my mama used to say.